Okay, to start off with on this great pulled pork recipe, we're gonna start off, we're gonna slice up a jalapeno. And we're just gonna slice it in just small disc, just like this. I already cut the ends off and washed it and got it ready. Boy, I can smell this jalapeno, it ought to be a good one. Okay, we started off on a pulled pork. I've got a jalapeno here that I cut the ends off and I just sliced it up like this. We're gonna move these aside, and I've got an 8-pound pork butt right here that we're gonna set right here. We've already took it out of the package, rinsed it off, patted it dry. Now we're gonna take this pulled pork, we're not gonna be trimming at all on it. We're gonna leave it like it is, and we're just gonna cut some slices in it, both sides. Gonna put about 6 slices in it, just like this. This is a great recipe right here. That's a good recipe. Now we're just gonna stick our jalapeno down in the slices that we put in it. We're gonna go all the way around, just like this. This is gonna be a really good recipe. This is the best pulled pork I've ever had. Right here. And these jalapenos will not make it hot. It's not going to have a bunch of heat to it. Now we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing to this side. Stuff them down in there. Don't worry about it if you break them or anything. It's going to be fine. I got 2 pieces left. I'm going to put them in here anyway. Just like that. Use 1 whole jalapeno in it. All right, we got that done. Now, I've got some green jalapeno hot sauce here. Now, my brother makes this. It's fantastic. If you'd like me to do a video on how he makes it, leave me a comment down below, and we'll try to set that up. We're going to take this green hot sauce, and we're going to put it on here. This is jalapeno hot sauce. And we're going to use this as a binder. It's going to create an awesome bark on this. It's going to have a lot of flavor. And this does not make it hot at all, but it gives it a nice pepper flavor without the heat. Doesn't have hardly any heat to it at all. Now we're going to turn this over, just like this. And we're going to coat this side with this jalapeno pepper sauce. Just get a good coat on it. I'm going to smear it on there. Use it as a binder, but it gives it a good flavor. All right, we got that. Now that we got the binder on, we're going to just coat it real good with salt, pepper, and garlic. Put a real good coat on it. And if you're wondering how the mixing ratio of the salt, pepper, and garlic, I'll put a video right up here, a link to a video right up here that shows you how to make it. And we're just going to really give a good coat on both sides. You got some really coarse salt on here. That's going to be perfect for this. This is a big chunk of meat. It can take a lot of seasoning. Just going to get all the sides, put in our pan, so we can take it around to the fire pit. Give me some new gloves. I'll see you over at the fire pit. All right, we're going to set this right on this old pit. This pit has cooked many a barbecue. We got to run between around 250, and we're going to let it rock and roll. We're using oak wood on this. Okay, now that we got our pulled pork on and smoker's going, it's looking fantastic. We're going to make up our, instead of using slaw, we're going to use a tomato salad like whatever you want to call it, to go on it. It sets it off just right. I'm going to show you how we do that. So we're going to take about a quarter of an onion. Just dice it nice and fine. We've been camping a lot the last year or so, and that ought to be enough. Let me get these all diced up real good. Dice these onions up nice and small. I'm using a white onion because that's what I prefer, but you could use any type of onion you wanted. If you wanted to use a yellow or a purple onion, that'd be perfectly fine. Or if you wanted to leave the onions out, that'd be perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. I happen to prefer onions, and everybody that's had this has said, man, this just sets that pulled pork off. Let me get these in the bowl. Now then, got me a tomato here. I got 2 big tomatoes. I'm just going to cut this end off. Set it to the side, and I'm going to cut this off, this end. These are some really nice tomatoes we got from H-E-B. They've got really good produce at H-E-B. We're just going to dice both of these tomatoes up. This is going to pair perfectly with that pulled pork that we've got on right now. Anyway, I'll finish getting these all diced up, and when I get through, I'll be back and we'll show you what we do from here. Okay, got all of our tomatoes diced up. Now I've got one serrano pepper. We're going to cut both ends off, just like that. And now I'm going to dice this up. I'm going to go through and dice it up. And you can dice it up as big or as small as you want. I like to dice mine up pretty good, and I'd leave the seeds in it. It's not going to be that hot, believe it or not. It has a peppery flavor, but it's not hot at all. Even the kids love it. Little kids love this pulled pork. So don't worry about it being too hot, because it won't be. We're going to take seeds and all, put them in here. Okay, we got that in there. Now we're just going to give it a good stir. Just mix everything in. Man, this is smelling really good right now. My sister will take and just get some of this on a plate and just eat it. She loves this stuff, and it's wonderful on a pulled pork sandwich. The way with this recipe that we've done, man, you can throw your coleslaw or anything else and throw it away. You'll love this. Get it all mixed up real good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the salt, pepper, and garlic that we used on the pulled pork. We're going to put a little bit in it and mix it up. All right, now I'm going to put a lid on this. And this is going in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. At least 1 hour. I normally leave it in the refrigerator 2 or 3 hours, but you need to leave it at least an hour so all of the flavors can meld together. And as soon as we get the pork butt to 165, get the bark on it that we want, I'll be right back with you. Every hour you're going to come out and spritz it with some apple juice or whatever you like to spritz with. There we go. Now then. Okay, our pork butt's up to temp. We're going to cover. We've got it in this pan, and we're going to cover it with aluminum foil. But the first thing I want to do is get me some little bit of aluminum foil out here. That ought to be enough. Got some heavy duty aluminum foil here. What we're going to do, we're going to take this apple juice that we spritz with, and we're going to put just a little bit in here. Okay. Now we're going to cover this with aluminum foil. Just like that. And now we're going to put this back on the pit until it gets to 205 degrees. And we're going to have this pulled pork sandwich. You're going to want to see this. So we'll be back in just a little while. All right, well, our pulled pork, we took it to 205. We pulled it off. We let it rest a little while. Now we're fixing to shred it and finish it up. And I'm making me a sandwich. I'm hungry. I've been smelling this all day. I am hungry. Let me get this over. Man, it's got a great bark on it. Look at the bark on this thing. I mean, just look at the bark. Let me pull this bone out of it. That's how a bone's supposed to pull out of one, right there. Don't come any cleaner than that. I got me some things here. We're going to shred this. I'm gonna get this all shredded up. Man, it's still hot. I let it rest for probably 45 minutes in a dry cooler, and it's still fogging my glasses up here. Man, ain't nothing like good pulled pork, and this pulled pork is really good. Really, really good. You got to try this recipe. I want you to try this recipe and you come back and tell me if it's not the best pulled pork that you've ever had. I got it shredded up pretty good. It's not perfect, but now I'm going to add some homemade barbecue sauce. Now I'm going to put a link right up here. Yeah, right up here. To a video that shows you how to make this barbecue sauce. Now, I want you to remember, it's just the beginnings. I mean, it's just the basic. You add a little stuff in to make it your own, how you like it. You know, the flavor you want out of it. I added a little bit of vinegar, just a little bit, more vinegar, and I added a little bit of hot sauce to it because I like a little bit more kick to it. But you make it however you want to. This is a good base recipe to start from. And I'm gonna add probably 2 good tablespoons, maybe 3 in here. Now, set that right over there, and then we're going to mix all of that in good. Just kind of mix it all together. And you can add a little more if you prefer. Me, I just like just to get just a little bit of barbecue flavor to it. Man, this is looking good. There's going to be some good food in the neighborhood tonight. Surprised all the neighbors hadn't come over. Won't know what I was cooking because it does smell good. All right, we got this mixed up. Let me go get me a bun and let me go get the other stuff we're going to put on it. I'll be right back because I got to have me one. All right, I got me a bun and I'm going to get me some of this pulled pork on here. Man, this is good, so good. I can smell it. I am starving. I'm gonna hook me up a good one too. Take my spoon right here, and I'm putting some of these tomatoes on here with peppers in it. Oh yeah, get all these tomatoes on there because I want them. Now that, my friends, is a good pulled pork sandwich. It don't get any better than that. Look at it. I ain't losing none of this. Oh my goodness. That is so good. You gotta try this. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta try it. It don't get any better than this. So, thanks a lot. I'm glad you watched the video. And remember, if you learned anything or if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit the like button. And if Hey, if you're not subscribed, I hope I earned your subscription today. I really appreciate you hitting the subscription. And as always, I want to thank all of our first responders and all of our law enforcement. And I want to send a thanks out to all of our military people that are on active duty right now. And I also want to thank all the vets across the country. Thank you very much.